Hey, technical difficulties. This is your good friend Nick here, taking a deep breath and starting over. Welcome to Saturday night. This is my set, and the set is, man, I've got to clear my head. Did you ever have one of those days where you're just like your head is foggy and not like mentally foggy? I don't understand what's going on. That part of the reason why I do this is to get unfogged, and I'm hoping that serves a similar purpose for some of you out there, or that you're just enjoying it. And speaking of enjoying, there's a reason why I'm paying tribute to the man that I'm paying tribute to tonight, and the band, one of his bands, one of many of the things he did, but my favorite of all. And it's because I am into, among many kinds of music, a music called power pop. To give you kind of a frame of reference, if you don't know what power pop is, a good way to think of it, if you're pushing way back, because this is something I contend and I believe it's true, that a lot of what the Beatles did early on was power pop. It was not maybe called that then, of course, but power pop is popular music, pop songs set to rock music. There may be electronic elements, etc., but generally it is a song with a pop structure, hooks, it's catchy, what have you, and it's set to a harder edge, kind of a rock music. Lots of bands have done this from then. Really, it was the 70s when people started to call it that, at least retroactively. Some of the bands that you might recognize would be like Badfinger, Big Star, Cheap Trick. Some not my favorite, but people consider them power pop. The Knack. Later on, bands like Teenage Fan Club. Speaking of the Beatles, I think a lot of what the Who did early on was power pop, because think about it, it's like concise pop songs in a rock format. Matthew Sweet, one of my favorite dudes, a lot of what he did and has done has been power pop. A lot of what I do is power pop. I tend to write songs with the intention to, for them to be pop songs, but they don't all need to sound like polished pop songs. I like to have an edge to things. I like to throw electronics in there as well. And so that's what power pop is. And one of the all-time greatest power pop bands in history is a band called Fountains of Wayne from New Jersey. The first album came out in 1996, and as soon as it came out, it was one of those moments where so many other things clicked for me. They put out several albums before they broke up, but they were masterminded primarily. It was a duo. Chris Collingwood was the other guy, but they were masterminded in general by a guy named Adam Schlesinger. And he is the man I'm paying tribute to tonight. He contracted the virus and died a few days ago. You can ask my fair companion. I was in tears listening to some of the songs that meant a lot to me. And it just so happens that because I have brought up my children to listen to all kinds of music, we used to drive in the car listening to a lot of Fountains of Wayne, among other bands. And so that band has since become one of my daughter's favorite bands as well. And she was quite shocked when she heard of Adam's passing. He's done a ton of other things as well. And oh yes, I have a guitar in my hand, which means I'm getting to music soon. But this is important. See, ears are for tons of different things. He wrote the theme song to the movie That Thing You Do. That was probably one of the ways that he is most famous. Fountains of Wayne only had one hit that kind of made it into the mainstream, which is Stacy's Mom in 2003 or 4, off of my favorite album of theirs, Welcome Interstate Managers. That album was so influential to me that my follow-up album to, my next album after that, which came out a few years later, was in many ways modeled after what they did there. And there were other things involved in it, but the way I named the album, some of the songs on the album, and so Fountains of Wayne was kind of his main thing for many, many years, but he wrote songs not just for That Thing You Do. He wrote songs for Stephen Colbert specials. He wrote songs for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I read that he co-wrote like 150 songs, for that show. And had another band, Ivy. He had a band very briefly 10 years ago or so called Tinted Windows, which was kind of one of those supergroups because it was the drummer from Cheap Trick and one of the Hanson brothers and James Iha from Smashing Pumpkins and Adam Schlesinger, and there might have been somebody else too. But he was a person who did not, like me and like a lot of the artists I love, did not allow genre to define how his songs would sound. He would write an amazingly well-crafted song with humor or heart or both or anything like that. But then maybe that song needed to sound like musical theater, like some of his Crazy Ex-Girlfriend stuff, or maybe it needed to sound more grungy, like Ivy, or more like kind of almost like 70s power pop, like Tinted Windows, or quintessential power pop, like Fountains of Wayne. And of all the stuff he's done, Fountains of Wayne has always been my favorite. I could pick 20 songs of theirs right off the bat that I would want to perform. I'm going to do 4 for you tonight. This first one's off their first album, and it was the first song that really gripped me. The album itself is awesome. 96, Fountains of Wayne, first album, Find It. I used to do this song a lot in coffee houses, is what we used to call them, and on an acoustic guitar. So, I threw in a slightly different arrangement here because this is a special evening. And I again want to emphasize how much this music has meant to me and his work has meant to me. So each time I start a song, I'm going to give you a little something about it. It's called Sink to the Bottom. I wanna sink to the bottom with you. I wanna sink to the bottom with you. The ocean is big and blue. I just wanna sink to the bottom with you. Cars on the highway, planes in the air. Everyone else is going somewhere, and I'm going nowhere and getting there too. I might as well just sink down with you. I wanna sink to the bottom with you. Sink to the bottom with you. The ocean is big and blue. I just wanna sink to the bottom with you. I just wanna out on the highway, up in the air. Everyone else is going somewhere. They're going nowhere, and I'll be there too. I might as well go under with you. I wanna sink to the bottom with you. I wanna sink to the bottom with you. The ocean is big and blue. I just wanna sink to the bottom with you. I wanna sink to the bottom with you. I just wanna sink to the bottom with you. The ocean is big and blue. I just wanna sink to the bottom with you. I just wanna sink to the bottom.
Some of these things don't need much of an intro.
This is the first, and yes, I'm talking with a pick in my mouth. I do that a lot. This is the first song off of their third album, Welcome Interstate Managers. The whole album has a theme of kind of the workaday life and, you know, how you're trying to break out from it and all that stuff. I'm actually doing 3 songs from this album because I know it so well and because these are 3 of my favorite songs. Again, I could have done probably 3/4 of the album as far as them being favorite songs and wanting to share them with you. So I would recommend, if you're going to start anywhere, start with Welcome Interstate Managers. It's the album that has Stacy's mom on it, so if you need something, you know, familiar, then a good place to start. This is the opening track, and it's got, man, you know, it's clever. You know what? I know it's a live show, but let me tell you something. I grew up playing piano, and pianos do go out of tune because there's such a thing called a piano tuner. And you know what you do when you need a piano tune? You hire somebody to do it. And I switched to guitar. And guitars go out of tune. Well, I mean, good guitars, they keep their tuning longer. Yes, absolutely true. If you've had work done on it and this, that, and the other. I call it punk, but it's me just half not giving a shit. I just want an instrument to play, and this is the thing that I'm playing. But damn if this thing doesn't go out of tune more often than I would like it to. And sometimes I just plow through and I'm like, yeah, I'm not tuned up to some other musician, so what does it matter? But I want to do a little justice here. He was killed by a cellular phone explosion. They scattered his ashes across the ocean. The water was used to make baby lotion. The wheels of promotion were set into motion, but the sun still shines in the summertime. I'll be yours if you'll be mine. I tried to change, but I changed my mind. Think I'll have another glass of Mexican wine. Yep. She lived alone in a small apartment across the street from the health department. She left her pills in the glove compartment. That was the afternoon her heart went, and the sun still shines in the summertime. I'll be yours if you'll be mine. I tried to change, but I changed my mind. Guess I'll have another glass of Mexican wine. Think I'll have another glass of Mexican wine. Shines in the summertime. I'll be yours if you'll be mine. I tried to change, but I changed my mind. Think I'll have another glass of Mexican wine, because the sun still shines in the summertime. Sun still shines. I'll be yours if you'll be mine. I tried to change, but I changed my mind. I'll have another glass of Mexican wine. Think I'll have another glass of Mexican wine. Won't you have another glass of Mexican wine? One of my favorites. The next song on the album, I think it's the next one, Bright Future in Sales. kicks in even more than that, you're going to want to listen to the album all the way through, you know, so that's my recommendation. I have two more for you. Hello. I have two more for you. This next one is, it shows not only the range of Fountains of Wayne, but the range of what a good pop song can do, what a good power pop song can do. It's a song called All Kinds of Time. One of my favorites. One of my daughter's favorites as well. And it's ostensibly about, I believe, a high school or college, maybe college quarterback who's in the zone, you know, and he's got his family there and the whole thing. But the way the music enhances the lyrics and the way the lyrics unfold, it's really about being in that place where you feel like the world is in your hands and you've got your entire life in front of you. You know, all the time in the world. Which is one of the reasons why it's always meant so much to me, because, you know, we don't know if that's true, but we like to believe it is. And so I'm not, you know, the whole album's a tribute to Adam Schlesinger. I'm going to dedicate this particular song to him, though.
The clock's running down, the team's losing ground to the opposing defense. The young quarterback waits for the snap, when suddenly it all starts to make sense. Got all kinds of time, all kinds of time, all kinds of time. He's got all kinds of time, all kinds of time. He takes a step back, he's under attack, but he knows that no one can touch him now. He seems so at ease, a strange inner peace is all that he's feeling somehow. He's got all kinds of time, all kinds of time, all kinds of time. He's got all kinds of time, all kinds of time. He thinks of his mother, he thinks of his bride to be. Of his father, his two younger brothers, gathered around the widescreen TV. He looks to the left, he looks to the right, and there in the golden ray of light is his open man, just like he planned. The world is his tonight. He's got all kinds of time, all kinds of time, all kinds of time. He's got all kinds of time, all kinds of time.
Listen to the actual song. The ending is, it soars to the heavens, basically. I broke it down because I liked it that way on acoustic. So this one I'm picking partly because it's just a fun song. You know, again, about somebody who's not enjoying his day job. And but it's also I don't know who that would be. It's not that I have one now. I'm completely, virtually unemployed, and I'm also virtually, kicking some ass with music.
Yeah.
But one of the other reasons why I picked this song, other than it's a nice little enda, is that it's got my mother's name, so it's kind of a cool, coinky dink. Sure. Oh, jeez. I'm not even gonna comment on this. This is, this is why this is a y'all's ain't paying no tickets for this. Although if you have a buck on PayPal or Venmo, I was gonna say that. But in a big old arena show, you don't want to wait around for people to tune up a crappy guitar. It's actually not a bad guitar. No. Hey, Julie.
Working all day for a mean little man with a clip-on tie and a rub-on tan. He's got me running around the office like a dog around a track. But when I get back home, you're always there to rub my back. Hey, Julie, look what they're doing to me, trying to trip me up, trying to wear me down. Julie, I swear it's so hard to bear it, and I'll never make it through without you around. No, I'll never make it through without you around. Hours on the phone making pointless calls, got a desk full of paper that means nothing at all. Sometimes I catch myself staring into space, counting down the hours till I get to see your face. Hey, Julie, look what they're doing to me, trying to lift me up, trying to wear me down. Julie, I swear it's so hard to bear it, and I'll never make it through without you around. No, I'll never make it through without you around. How did it come to be that you and I must be far away from each other every day? Why must I spend my time filling up my mind with facts and figures that never add up anyway? That never add up anyway. Working all day for a mean little guy with a bad toupee, the soup's ain't tied. He's got me running around the office like a gerbil on a wheel. He can tell me what to do, but he can't tell me what to feel. Hey, Julie, look what they're doing to me, trying to trip me up, trying to wear me down. But Julie, I swear it's so hard to bear it, and I'll never make it through without you around. No, I'll never make it through without you around. No, I'll never make it through without you around.
The doggy said, thank you very much. Fountains of Wayne, Adam Schlesinger. Look it up. I have no links to share for you tonight. I'll throw on the Welcome Interstate Managers link on like YouTube, easiest to listen to. Put it on. The thing about power pop is, I talked a lot about this in my last podcast too, is that joy can come from many places. It doesn't have to come just from happiness. Joy is kind of that essence of life that you feel, and power pop is one of those types of music that wears the joy on its sleeve. I think all good music has it, but power pop, you can hear it, you can feel it, you want to get up to it. And thank you to Adam for everything he contributed to the world. I will see you. I may do a teeny dealio Monday, but most likely I will see you on Tuesday, and I'll let you know before then what or who will be performing. I will be getting to some requests next week as well, and then of course some originals and things like that. And at some point in the future, my partner will be returning as well. Thanks again for listening, and stay safe. See you soon.